What's on, guys? We're back with a brand new video. In today's video, we'll be going over the Peter LADHAMS trade, all the details, my thoughts on the trade, and all things Peter LADHAMS. So if you love this type of AFL content, make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button. This was the last official trade of the trade period, so there's going to be no more trade period videos. I might do a winners and losers video and all that stuff like that, but apart from that, all this trade content is pretty much over. But I will be making a lot more AFL content, so we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you can go down below and hit that subscribe button, that'll be absolutely amazing. And let's get into it. So in this deal, the Swans said give up pick number 12 in this year's draft, a future third round selection in exchange for pick 16 and Peter LADHAMS. Now Peter LADHAMS was one of the bright spots in Port Adelaide's team this year, I reckon. With their rise up the ladder, we got to see, him in a kind of a new role as like a key forward, rotate into the ruck, and he was really effective in there. And, when, Charlie Dixon was, off his game a little bit, or, Charlie Dixon was really inconsistent this year, like Peter LADHAMS could always stand up in some big moments and kick some important goals in this match. And, it kind of stood up for, when Todd Marshall was a bit inconsistent. Also, Georgiadis and Peter LADHAMS at times were the most inconsistent players out there. LADHAMS wouldn't hit the scoreboard every week, but he was kind of just, when one of them missed, the other one was there. But we never really got to see him as a full-time ruckman. And it seems like that he's finally going to get his chance. Now, obviously, he was behind Scotty last set at Port Adelaide, so giving him a chance to be a full-time ruckman after Tom Hickey retires in probably the next season or two is really good, because we'll have to see him in kind of like the same role as Port over the last couple of years, but then he can full-on rotate into the number one ruckman. Now, Sydney do have Cal Sinclair, who's more of a key forward than a ruckman in my opinion. But, he can come in there. There was any injuries to Hickey or anything. And then Sam Naismith, who's been one of the most unluckiest types to injuries. But, then they have a guy like Peter LADHAMS. He's 22, 23 years old. He's shown some bright spots as a key forward so far. Has done some impressive stuff when he got the chance as a ruckman. Remember one of his, first games in the AFL against Carlton, against Mark Pitnet, when no one really knew who Peter LADHAMS was last year. And then he just absolutely tore it up. He is so good around the ground. I remember his first game I've ever seen him play was against Carlton last year, and that's when he gathered like 20-something disposals in his first game, and that was in 16-minute quarters. He was insane. He's a really efficient around the ground player. He can kick a goal definitely, because he's played more of his career as a key forward than a ruckman so far, but you do expect him to, transition to that. And yeah, so I feel like it's a really good trade for both sides, honestly. Now, they did move up 4 spots in the draft, Port, which is pretty good, because I think, around that probably 12 to 15, or in 10 to 15 range, there's a lot of players that could go either way. People see differences in them. So moving up 4 spots in the top 20 is pretty important. So it was pretty good that they finally got this deal. A lot of people think it was overs for Pete LADHAMS, but they did get 16 in return. I feel like that's kind of a fair deal. To move back 4 spots, but you do get Peter LADHAMS is a pretty fair deal. And then it was a future third and all that stuff in there. But that always happens at these drafts. I don't feel like it really matters that much. But who knows? It could end up being a star player either way. So that's what I think about this trade. I feel like it was a fair deal. 50-50 either way. It was really good. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to drop a like and a subscribe. Thanks for watching.